Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And it seems that just about everything Nicola Sturgeon tried to do is going to be either abandoned or reversed. Her legacy will be in tatters, and that's no bad thing. But it seems even the SNP have woken up and realised how deeply unpopular and completely unworkable these policies are. The people of Scotland have been saved from further misery. Let's take a look at this article to see what they are looking at abandoning. So we have this piece in The Guardian, the SNP leadership rivals likely to tear up Nicola Sturgeon's main policies. Divisions open up in the party as candidates criticise policies such as the drinks deposit scheme and the gender recognition reforms. Now, I've mentioned these two before. One is definitely being abandoned, and the other one is, they claim, being delayed while they look further into it. But as they look further into it, they'll realise that they're going to have to abandon it. So that one's gone, and there she is, looking ever so smug, don't you think? Not looking so smug now, probably looking a lot more worried now as the police get closer and closer to finding out the truth. But we will go into the story and see that it isn't just those two policies that look likely to be abandoned. Many of Nicola Sturgeon's major policies are under threat after deep divisions emerged in the SNP leadership contest, with rivals attacking key pieces of legislation. Which seems funny because these are the rivals who are attacking, were the rivals who were supporting and encouraging her in her attempt to bring these pieces of legislation to the people of Scotland. So all of a sudden now they feel secure in speaking against them. They wouldn't have done that a month ago, would they? In the last 24 hours, Scottish ministers have announced they are postponing the bill setting up the new multi-billion-pound National Care Service after the contest, and controversial plans to impose a 20p deposit on all drinks bottles and cans is likely to be changed or actually abandoned after attacks from small producers and shops. Both policies have been criticised by candidates competing to replace Sturgeon as the Scottish National Party leader and First Minister later this month. Now, they're saying now, like I say, that they're criticising it now, but they weren't criticising it when she was in charge. Why not? Is it because they are spineless? Yes, that's exactly what it is. You have these spineless people who would not have done this under the full glare from the Goblin of Govan. But now that she's gone, they feel free to abandon it and speak out against it. Other policies championed by Sturgeon, including the faster closure of North Sea oil fields to protect the climate and using the next UK election as a de facto independence referendum, have also come under attack as the three candidates try to appeal to different groups within the party before voting opens on the 13th of March. They haven't got any idea of what the people of Scotland want or need. They want to close the oil fields. Scotland has got basically two main industries. Alcohol in the form of the whisky industry and oil. And the SNP are thinking it would be a really good idea if we decimate our oil fields because after all, we don't need oil anymore going forward. We're such a rich and prosperous country with many, many industries. Oh no, wait, it's the other thing, isn't it? But then, hey, they don't care. They don't care how miserable and impoverished they make the people of Scotland, so long as they're getting paid out of the public purse for being SNP politicians. These people are dangerous to everything you hold dear. In further evidence of a generational shift in the party following Sturgeon's departure, the widely respected Deputy First Minister John Swinney, respected by whom? John Swinney announced on Thursday afternoon he would leave the Scottish Government after nearly 16 years and return to the backbenches once a new First Minister had been appointed next month. You have to wonder how involved he is in certain things. Is this why he's going? The divisions dominated First Minister's questions on Thursday. This contest is an absolute bin fire, said Douglas Ross, the Scottish Conservative leader. The SNP is so split and so divided that they even wanted to ban the media from hustings. Aina Sawar, the Scottish Labour leader, said that all three candidates were trashing her record. The record is pretty trash anyway, isn't it? The SNP, he added, had turned in on itself, with all three candidates falling over themselves to distance themselves from the Scottish Government's flawed policies. Policies that they helped bring about. Policies that until 2 weeks ago, they were fully supporting. They are hypocrites and liars. as well as being stupid morons. But anyway, moving on. Sturgeon reported that since both the Tories and Labour had been riven by divisive leadership battles, they were in no place to condemn the SNP. Yes, but they aren't in charge of the country and supposedly, responsible for all the things that are going wrong. Even so, this contest marks the first time that the SNP's flagship policies have been under sustained and public attack from within the party after decades of exceptional discipline under Sturgeon and her predecessor, Alex Salmond. Only Humza Yousaf, the Health Secretary, has promised to support Sturgeon's commitment to challenge the UK government's decision to block the Gender Recognition Bill, which was passed at Holyrood with cross-party support last December. It makes you wonder why. Is he desperate for the Green vote as well? Both female candidates oppose the principle of self-identification at the heart of the bill. Of course they do. Ash, I will give her that. She did do a principled resignation on the subject, so you know for sure she is 100% against it for that reason, and also Kate Forbes simply because of her religious views. And Kate Forbes has said that she's challenged Westminster was not a priority for the Scottish public, while Ash Regan, a former Community Safety Minister, believes a court challenge would probably fail, and we're going to be throwing probably hundreds of thousands of pounds of public money into something the public don't support. Well, at least you recognise that. Meanwhile, Forbes has predicted the policy scheme could cause economic carnage for Scottish drinks firms, with Reagan saying the scheme itself needs to be recycled. Yousaf has promised to exempt small businesses from the scheme for a year if he wins. So exempting small businesses, you only want to harm the larger businesses that employ more people, and even then it's only for a year, and then you'll finally get around and destroying the smaller businesses, because that's all you know how to do. The SNP cannot build or create anything, they can only destroy. Speaking to reporters after a visit to the Ukrainian families in Glasgow on Thursday, Forbes said she remained very supportive of the deposit scheme and that her concerns were purely about implementation. So she is another one who wants to destroy industry with a pointless rise in this effective tax. It's a further tax on drink that won't work. That absolutely won't work. It won't achieve what they want it to achieve. And it isn't there because she believes in it. It isn't there because the SNP believe in it. It's there because the SNP is desperate to stay in power with the Greens, and it's the Greens pushing this. If the Greens believe in it so much, then why don't they ask for it to go to a referendum? They like referendums in Scotland, apparently. So let's ask the people what they think. Regan and Forbes have also attacked Sturgeon's wish to accelerate the transition from North Sea oil and gas to increase their appeal to SNP members around Aberdeen, the UK's oil capital. In an implicit attack on Sturgeon's leadership, Forbes told The Guardian last week there's a perception that decisions have been made by too few people in the SNP. Sturgeon has said she will not back a specific candidate, but is widely believed Yousaf is her preferred successor. Yes, she likes her glove puppet, because when he becomes leader, her hand will be firmly up his backside, pointing him in the right direction. It is telling that that woman is about to have all her policies abandoned and reversed, because people have finally clicked and realised how awful, how damaging, how terrible they are for the economy, how terrible they are for people. And to abandon oil, Scotland's main industry, is sheer lunacy. Anyway, coming up now, finish off the video. For a woman who was deeply concerned about her legacy, it must come as a bit of a shock when she sees everything that she's tried to do come crumbling down and turn to dust. And that's no bad thing for the people of Scotland, because everything she's tried to do has been deeply, deeply harmful. She has built nothing, she has achieved nothing, but she has managed to destroy much. And so her time comes to an end, and thank heavens for that. But we look to the future, and the future is not brighter without her, because short term, we're going to get people, whoever it may be, whoever emerges as leader, will be far, far worse. But with the police investigation going on, we don't know what the outcome of that will be. But it is possible that she'll have 3 or 4 years sitting alone in a cell to contemplate where it all went wrong. Anyway, I shall stop now. Thank you very much for listening. If you like what you're seeing here on the channel, do please hit that subscribe button down below, right there. Do it now, help the channel. Ring the bell for notification of future output. Leave a like, leave a comment. Please share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well. Never believe these buggers because they're always lying. And goodbye.